This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. We got Jay Hood in here. We're discussing MGK up at the Breakfast Club today. So let's first note this, okay? There is a certain flag on the mics. It's Revolt, okay? Now we know Revolt doesn't own the Breakfast Club, but they do receive checks from Revolt, obviously, right? Because they're aired on Revolt. And MGK is signed to Diddy, right?
Right.
So, what did you think about the interview? Okay, let's get your interview point of view.
Honestly, I think he has like I don't want to word this wrong. He has like
Get to it.
I don't know if it's like a cocky aura or if it's like
He's overly confident.
the overly confident aura. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what I got pretty much from this.
What did you think when he went like this? When they were like kill shot and he was like...
That was a meatball move. Meatball with no spaghetti.
And then he said he's not even going to respond. It's not worthy of responding to.
Man, cut it out like a coupon, man. You getting beside yourself, man. You getting too big for your
Do
brain.
you think he's getting he's scared to respond?
I mean, I'm not sure. Like he said he got something loaded up in the clip already and all that, but that shit sounds good and
Yeah.
other shit. But man, like you talking big shit like a dinosaur fucking excretion and all that. So you gotta back that up, man.
Yeah, that's true. Then he's talking about selling 20 million records, but let's be honest, these are singles, and they were pop singles.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. He could rap. You know what I mean?
I think he can too. Nobody's taking that away from him. I just think that it's just like, I think he had a good response to Eminem. Eminem had a good response to him. And to just like brush it off like Eminem didn't have a good... Eminem even gave it a 20, so I think it was good for him.
He's trying to run with the whole out with the old and with the new approach. Like I'm the new and you're the old, you know what I mean, type of thing. Like, man, listen, I think it would have been more effective if he would have had somewhat of a humble approach. Not saying that he had to be necessarily like humble.
Yeah.
But a little more humble.
Yeah.
It would have been perceived in a better light than it was.
What do you think about Charlemagne's point of view on the whole thing? He said, he went right out and said, bro, Rap Devil's way better, bro.
I think Charlemagne is trying to play like devil's advocate with the Rap Devil. You know what I mean? Like, I think he pretty much says stuff for shock value purposes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I really believe that he honestly feels that way. And maybe he does. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion and they have different views. But he seems like a real radical thinker or a radical speaker anyway. So you never know on him. But what I think and my thoughts on the whole thing is consistent. And mine stayed the same. I fuck with Kill Shot. Rap Devil was cool. I fuck with it.
Yeah.
Kill Shot, man.
What do you think about when he was like complaining about Eminem?
Who?
MGK. He was like, he does this and he does that, and he's talking about my man bun. Come on, dog.
He sounds young though. To be honest with you, he sounds like a real young guy. You know what I mean?
I had to put that soundtrack to your.
We could have been together. Think about it.
Let's be honest, bro. He sounds like Stan on Eminem's record, bro.
I wrote my name on the bottom.
Did Eminem predict this fucking 15 years ago, bro?
It sounded like he did.
It sounds exactly like it, because the first verse, Stan's talking like, hey, what's up, man? You're my favorite rapper. Then the second verse is like, yo, man, why didn't you write me back, man? Come on, man. And then he's like, fuck you.
He's like, I don't know, man. He's like a little different, man. I didn't battle with what you said? With gorillas, gangsters. Stop it.
Then he started talking about, he's like, oh, I have nobody to talk to but my daughter. I talked to her about my problems. I was like, yo, bro, stop.
Drug use, talk, and all this other shit, man. Like,
Yo, I was like, yo, bro, I'm getting lost here. And then he was like, I sold 20 million albums. No, you sold 20 million singles, bro.
I shouldn't even go to open your mouth and to fix your face to say something like that, or even to speak about numbers with Eminem. Like,
Eminem sold what, 100 million or something like that?
what would possess you to think that that would be the correct thing to do or the right approach? Like,
Yeah, it's true.
You sound super silly, man.
Yeah, that's good. I don't get it, man. I mean, I give him credit for putting up a good fight against Eminem, and just the cocky attitude after it is like, yo, dude, you held your own against Eminem. I give you props for that. You know what I mean? You held your own, but come on.
Now, you know what it is? It seems like to me that he's letting whoever is in his corner or whoever he's around gas him, you know, to make him think that his response was a little better than what it actually was.
Yeah. Because it was good, but I think Eminem was more witty with the bars. You know, like he was like, they were more complex.
A little more clever.
Yeah. They were complex. Those weren't just like that's a real wordsmith with those bars. Like the way those they fell together.
Yeah,
Like the whole shit with the locks, that shit was hard when he went to the locks.
He's saying like, as far as like with dude's name, I forgot what, like, he really like did some real homework with the kill shot, man. Like the way he flipped certain shit, you have to like really sit there and dissect it to be able to appreciate it in its entirety, man.
Multiple flows, you know, and like just playing words off each other, like what do you say? Kells, fails, button, L's. That shit was hard.
Yeah, facts.
But I don't know, man. You know, it's
You don't be the person that's on top, be on top for too long. You know what I mean? It's always like somebody's going to come and be objective to that.
You know, Ebro called it. He said a lot of your favorite radio personalities are going to start saying that Rap Devil was better because Mr. Kells is about to go on a promo run for his album. It's funny he's dropping an album tonight all of a sudden too.
A little EP, yeah, but you know, like I was telling you, I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do because we have someone else that's dropping a longer waited anticipated album.
Oh yeah, we're going to talk about that next. The Lil Wayne album's dropping. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be that's going to be the most talked about thing tomorrow. We know that, right?
Fact.
Got a 5. Then what else do we got? Oh yeah, then he talked about the whole G-Eazy thing. G-Eazy did pass him. They are similar artists because like even on their pop singles they feature the same people.
Yeah.
But
and now when you say pass him in the sense of what?
Numbers.
Record sales?
He's selling more.
Believe that.
And he streamed a lot more. He streamed like 3 times as much.
I can believe that.
Yeah. G-Eazy, yeah, we'll see. But
G-Eazy got that Bay wave, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Bay. Shout out to all my homies in the Bay. Yada.
Anything else you took from the interview? It was kind of like a cakewalk, right? Like nobody really challenged him.
Yeah, it was basically just all agreeing with him and tooting him on and, you know, just letting him be him, man.
I have a question for you. What do you think about the point he made about Eminem setting up his own safe interview with Sway?
I don't know how I feel about that.
Because it seems that that's what superstars do now. Nicki, Drake, who else? They said Sade. Like, these people set up their own interviews and kind of make it so it's not. They address things, but it's safe. Drake never does interviews anymore. It's always with safe people, right?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, first of all, I don't know if that's. I don't know how much truth that contains. Second of all, if he did do that, I mean, it's called proper preparation.
Well, he did do it. He hired Sway, who works for Shade.
Yeah, well, in that case, yeah.
But he still addressed everything.
Yeah, you prepare properly.
Yeah.
You can't be mad at someone for doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, he addressed everything. He did it in a fashion to where it's like he got everything over his chest, and he was perfectly clear about
Yeah.
everything that people wanted to know. So by him bringing that up, I don't know, man. It just
I mean, he got a cakewalk at the Breakfast Club. It's the same thing to me because it's a Revolt show, and he went on to a Revolt show to do his interview, who Diddy gives checks to, right?
basically,
So it's the same thing. So it's almost like he's contradicting himself there, because Eminem went to a Shade 45 platform, basically, right, with Sway, and then MGK went to a Revolt platform with the Breakfast Club.
gotcha.
So I think that's even. We'll have to see. This might be a big label conspiracy just for a rollout for MGK, though.
Hey, I can believe that too, and I can also see that.
Yeah.
Because this whole thing is creating so much controversy, and the wave for it is so tremendous. You already know what the dividends is looking like off the stream and everything else associated with it. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. We'll have to see what happens, guys. Stay tuned. J Hood, tell them where to find you.
Follow me on IG and on Twitter as well, man, at the real J Hood. That's at THAREALJHOOD. Savage's album with Young Mouth is out right now, as well as the Best of Hood, Flashbacks on the Block, on all major digital outlets. Make sure you download that. You
And
heard?
give them the website.
www.therealjhood.com.
Yes, sir. Okay, we'll check you later, man. Links are below.